Hello, awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here. Hi, I'm Josh. I'm the founder of Ehab, and really my passion is around trying to create a more sustainable future for our world. The vehicle that I'm currently using to do that is Ehab, my business. So Ehab is, a platform for helping bring forward sustainable development projects, primarily at the moment in the real estate residential space. So the three problems that I'm really interested in the construction space at the moment are basically the current way that we build homes is pretty stupid. We're using the same technologies that we have for the past 50 years. And, even without the blockchain, there are so many interesting digital things that we could do to make this a better space. The second problem is that there's loads and loads of really useful and interesting modern methods of construction that we could be using to build our places better. So I'm not talking about smart technologies necessarily, I'm talking about modular, off-site, 3D printed manufacturing technologies that basically make buildings much higher quality, they have the potential to be much, much cheaper, they have much higher sustainability ratings, and generally they just look cooler, at least in my opinion. And then the third problem is that, over the next, up until 2025, we need to build about 1 billion homes to meet the growing demand of cities. That's a pretty big challenge, especially considering I've just said that the way that we do things currently is pretty rubbish. And so, if we're going to have cities which enable people to live better and flourish, I honestly think that we're going to have to engage people a lot more effectively in shaping the way that we build our cities. So, with those three problems in mind, I know that those aren't the only problems in construction, but those are the ones that I've currently chosen to try and tackle. We've created the Ehab platform. So what we're trying to do is create a process, a digitized process for construction, where you can basically try and optimize as much of the different inefficiencies in the processes that there are currently in the processes at the moment as possible. So what I mean by that is, from deal flow, when you're just talking about a piece of land and you have to sort of come up with a concept and create a plan around that, procurement in public, development of public spaces, all the way through to the financing, to the actual creation of the JV, all of the legals surrounding, which stakeholders are going to interact and create actually build something here, and then to, the actual management of the construction, which is actually a considerable cost. At the moment, we spend a lot of money making mistakes. Second part of the solution is really focused on, like I said, trying to help those companies that are using modern methods of construction to scale their businesses. They have a lot of barriers to entry at the moment. Just one off the top of my head is access to a pipeline of land. That is really hard for them to find the kind of developments that can be suitable for them. And if, for example, one of our partners can build, technically their factory can build 1,000 homes a year, but if they only end up building 500 homes a year, then that makes their product quite expensive. Whereas if we can help them build out so that they are building 1,000 homes a year, then that brings down the cost of their product. So we're trying to help these businesses scale. And then the third is, throughout the process of development, in the traditional way, you don't ask people, what's going to be there. No one has a say in anything. A developer just is like, cool, I'm going to buy some land and develop something and I'll sell it. And just because of the state of the market right now, there's not enough homes, people will buy it. But we should be really asking people what they want. And so part of the tool is to engage people at that very first idea stage and concept stage to make sure that what we're building is what people want. So right now, we have an MVP which is out and live, so you can log on, which is pretty useful. You can tell us what you need. So if you're a home buyer, you can say, I'm looking for a property in London, for example. Or if you are an investor, you can say, I'm looking to invest in property. Or if you're an actual developer, you can say, I'm looking to build X number of units in a certain area. We'll then try and connect you as best we can with what you need. So, for example, that might be a plot of land or it might be an investor. We can then help the setup of the JV, so the joint venture agreement. We're working with Ehab Silicon to develop basically a standardized smart contract which operates as the JVA. We help you raise funds. At the moment, I'm running around doing that piece. Hopefully in the future that will be automated. And then we track the project. At the moment using quite a basic QR code system, but eventually we'll make that better and So far, as I mentioned, the beta platform is built, being tested if you're interested. then please come find me and we can bring you on there. We've got a pipeline of 26,000 homes from a huge key partner. Come speak to me about that as well, and that's roughly 207 million in potential revenue for our business. The crazy world of blockchain has meant that we've probably got quite a lot more exposure than we would have necessarily meant. So by doing no marketing whatsoever, we've had inbound requests for use for our platform in loads of different awesome places. These are some of our partners. Some of them are using 3D printed manufacturing technology. Some of them are very, very good architects. Resilience brokers, one of the main key partners that we're working with right now are a smart city planning organization. So they effectively are going to create the plans for the smart city and will be the operational delivery platform for that. Again, this is kind of just a general overview of the competitive landscape in terms of PropTech solutions for some of the areas that we're working in. And we think that actually by doing the whole piece, that actually, rather than having incremental benefits in the sort of the 4 different areas, it gives a much larger beneficial return. Why blockchain? So, when you were talking about homes and properties, that's such a really, really important piece of information that you don't want to lose, first of all. You can include legals in there. Put one in there, so I'll come speak to me about this as well. Currently the team is myself as the CEO, Felipe is the Chief Technical Officer, co-founder. We also have a wonderful employee, Matios, based in Brazil. We're all working kind of around the clock to try and push out new updates for our MVP and get more partners onto the platform. We have a fantastic group of advisors, some of whom have written books about smart cities, some of whom have been in construction for 30 years. And yeah, so if you want to take a look at our pretty clanky MVP, you can go to platform.ehab.co. If you have any questions, just email me, josh.graham@ehab.co. And we're also launching on Crowdcube soon, because we're doing a crowdfunding raise. So basically, I stupidly didn't include the URL for that, but it's just crowdcube.com/ehab. Obviously, capital's at risk in that scenario. And yeah, thank you so much. Cheers.